You are on the path towards abundance, but you are still feeding what drains you. You've made some crucial steps lately, shifting your energy towards a path of prosperity and growth. You may have made important decisions that align with your soul, set firm boundaries with a group of people, or shifted your mindset towards growth. However, there is a lingering energy that you may be holding on to, whether knowingly or unknowingly, that doesn't resonate with your higher self. This message is meant for a specific someone who needs to hear it at this time. But before we go into today's reading, I want to take a quick moment to share with you my sponsor for this video, Psychic Source. Psychic Source is the oldest and most trusted psychic service with over 35 years of experience. They connect you with professional, gifted advisors by phone, video chat, or text. If you're not happy with your last paid psychic reading, it's free. They back up their service with a no-risk guarantee. Psychic Source is offering an exclusive new customer offer for my viewers. Go to my sponsor, trypsychicsource.com/redfairy, or click the link in the description and pinned comment below to get 40 minutes for just $19.80 when you use code REDFAIRY. Thank you for listening. Now let's get into today's reading. At the back of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles. You have taken the first steps towards a highly rewarding path. I'm getting that you took action towards a new project, plan, or idea recently that has redirected your path. I see that when you took these first steps, you didn't exactly know the timing of when it's going to pay off, or even if it's going to pay off at all. You can see depicted in this card the Page of Pentacles flipping a coin. This reveals your willingness to take a risk and to leave some things to chance. Good luck is with you. You trusted the process and its potential, even though you didn't know all the information, even though you had no clue where this path is going to lead you. You still went ahead with your plan and followed your instincts. This grounded, faithful action that you have taken has resulted in this plan blooming in the spiritual realm, and it won't be long for it to start blooming in this physical realm. You have a new beginning when it comes to your finances, career, and the monetary aspect of your life. This new beginning will be marked by some good news that will come through a phone call, a letter, or an email. However, you're still paying attention to things and situations that waste your energy and time and don't add onto your growth. This could be toxic relationships, outdated beliefs, or distractions that are misleading you. This is something that you need to be aware of because it takes so much from your energy and leaves you drained. That same energy that you could have put into your growth. You're heading towards a path of generational wealth. You're going to make so much abundance for your family, not just financially, but spiritually as well, by breaking generational cycles. Your name will be spoken of for generations, not just for what you have achieved, but the frequency that you have shifted in your entire lineage. You need to know that the first steps that you have taken, plus what you are building now, through consistency, prioritizing emotional healing, and choices that align with your destiny, will not only benefit you enormously, but it will also benefit those who come after you. I don't know exactly what you did, but you made a really powerful move that broke all the cycles and chains that came from those before you in your family. What you are being encouraged to do is to have a long-term plan. Prioritize term choices rather than short-term gains. You're also being called to stay away from the get-rich-quick schemes and other short-term, quick-gain paths. The timing here is slow, and the key to your blessed path is grounded, slow, and steady growth. Consistency over time will pay off way more and more securely than a shortcut. Be careful of comparing your success and growth to others, because that's all an illusion. Every person is unique, and everyone has their own timing. Your timing will come, and it won't be long. Fast growth doesn't always guarantee stability in the long run. Remember that what you are building in terms of your career, investments, or plans is something special that won't crumble easily. You are being guided towards stability and strength. You're building a career, a business, or creating a plan right now that is strong. It won't rise quickly, then crumble and fall, but it will endure. And this path requires a lot of patience from you, maybe even watching other people race you right now. But in the end, you will win, and you will have a better prize. The perfect opportunity for you hasn't opened up yet, but it will come. The reading is telling you to watch out for the Leo season, which is July and August. The opportunity that you have been waiting for might present itself to you during that time, so make sure not to miss out on it. This has been a recurring pattern in your life, especially recently. You've seen that the energy of your reading has been going extremely well for you, and now I feel like that good energy is met by a fence. That fence is negativity, negative thoughts, negative energy. But don't worry, this won't block your blessings and the flow of this abundant energy that you are about to experience. It just slows things down for you. Some of you may have been dealing with nightmares or negative, intrusive thoughts that you may be having a hard time to control them. This is a result from trauma from the past, PTSD, which is of course not your fault. You've healed a lot, but there is something that you are still paying attention to, something that doesn't need your attention anymore, which makes you overlook the beautiful things in your life that deserve your attention. Maybe you feel nostalgic and you reminisce about the past, or you may be still paying attention to a person or a situation that once felt important to you. There is a part of you that keeps thinking about these things and giving them your energy. This may not be necessarily because you want to go back, but because your heart hasn't fully released them. The advice here is to try to replace these thoughts with something positive in your life. If you remember someone who has deeply hurt you in the past, try to think about someone who loves you deeply right now. If you remember a painful experience, try to replace that thought with a happy experience that you had. You're being called to avoid conflict and drama. Distance yourself from people who thrive in conflict and chaos, and trouble seem to follow them wherever they go. Not because they are cursed, but because they keep choosing it. If you feed this drama with your attention and energy, it will drain you, and in worst cases, divert you from your path. This is very specific, but some of you are being called to also avoid drama on social media. It doesn't make it less impactful because it's on social media and not physically in front of you. It's still negative energy that consumes your time and thoughts. You're being guided into a season of peace, renewal, and detox. This is the perfect time to pause, look around, and make an inventory of what you absolutely need in your life and what you don't need, what supports your goals, healing, and peace, and what drains and distracts you. This includes obligations rooted in guilt, people who don't respect your boundaries, emotional residue from situations that are already over, as well as old versions of yourself. The past doesn't define you. We are in this world to grow, and your growth, as well as new versions of yourself, should be celebrated, not discouraged. Think about it. There are some things and situations that you are being encouraged to release. Embrace your growth fully and let go of limiting beliefs. Try to find the things that are holding you back and release them. This doesn't only apply to people and situations, It also applies to your home. You're being encouraged to declutter your home. And it's showing me your wardrobe. Maybe you have some clothes that remind you of the past or painful past experiences, especially if you had these items for years. It's a good practice not to hold on to that energy from the past, because it can affect your life. Consider donating some of these clothes and replacing them with some new ones. This is very specific, but you may have been involved in a conflict with some people. You may have been forced into a situation that you have no desire to be in, drama, and a situation that felt out of your control. It left a lingering feeling of disgust, betrayal, and exhaustion. The situation was a spiritual test of your boundaries, your voice, and your willingness to defend your peace. Know that just because you have been pulled into this unwanted situation, it doesn't mean that you have to let it consume you. What you did was necessary. You're not a bad person. Someone is about to meet with you or speak with you on the phone. This is a friend or a family member. However, this person is going to pretend like they don't know what happened. This person knows what happened. They already heard the story from someone else. It's important to avoid gossip and don't let yourself be pulled back into drama. They just want to gossip. There is a whole group of people that you're being called to let go of. This could be a group of friends that don't help you towards your journey of growth, or a specific relationship with someone. Either way, know that you may be still holding on to a situation or a connection that has been long gone. Even if you are physically distant from these people, you still are energetically connected to them. Maybe you're still replaying conversations, hoping for closure, or holding on to a version of them that no longer exists. This may be difficult to hear, but the truth is, you're holding space for something that has already left your life. Letting go of people and situations from the past completely is hard, because it isn't just about saying goodbye to them, but also about grieving the version of you that existed when they were close. You are about to meet new people that align with your current mindset and experience situations that lead you towards growth and beautiful experiences. You just have to tell yourself it's okay to let go. Let's get more messages with the charms and dice. Within the next 5 days to 5 weeks, a new opportunity will open up for you that will allow you to further develop your career or your plans. This will lead you towards a fulfilling path that is destined just for you and that aligns with your destiny. You are meant to work in a career that you love. You are meant to do something you enjoy doing for a living, like a hobby turned into a career for you. Someone who has the letters A, F, and P in their name will send you a text or a message through a mutual friend from 1 to 4 days from now. This person loves you. It could be romantically or platonic love, such as a friend or a family member. This person will deliver an important message to you. This message is going to unlock a complex situation that has been on your mind lately. You're being called to declutter your home, especially when it comes to papers and books. If you have a home office or a bookshelf or somewhere to put papers and documents, maybe your desk, it's showing me that an important situation that has to do with your personal life and home is being delayed and has a blocked energy flow because of a disorganized office. Maybe you're keeping papers and receipts that should be thrown away. You may have been having issues lately when it comes to your throat chakra. You may have noticed challenges when it comes to using your voice, such as expressing your opinions, sharing your feelings, or defending your beliefs. You're being called to transform how you speak to yourself. Practice speaking kindly of yourself and about yourself to others. You're also being encouraged to step into your truth. Be honest with yourself. Some of you may be called to use your voice when it comes to your career and life purpose. You may not feel ready yet, but it will come a time when you will speak words of truth that help others. That's all I have for you. I hope you found this reading insightful. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. It will mean the world to me. I love you and see you in my next reading.